Yo, what's up guys? Got PokeaimMD here with another OU Showdown live featuring Specs Volcarona. My boy Cleo passed me this team. I did a couple test games with this and I faced a Glare, a Track Superior, so I made the Volcarona male because I was not about to have that. But in any case, let's look for a game. It has a bunch of fun mons like Bandit Weavile, Bandit Landorus, Specs Volcarona, and Specs Latios. So we're putting on the glasses and headbands today. I like this team. It was really fun to play versus, and it's also just fun in general. I think it looks really cool. Pretty weak to, I think Scizor can definitely be a threat, depending on if it's able to set up, which Weavile does give it the opportunity to. So if rocks get up and I'm not able to get rid of them, we'll see though. Our opponent has a very similar team. It's also pretty weak to Bisharp. We don't have the best way of dealing with that. Have fun, man. I want to lead off with Empoleon because Empoleon matches up well versus Diancie. Alternatively, I could lead off with my own Diancie, but I'm going to lead off with Empoleon. Actually, I'll also lead off with the Volcarona. The Specs HP Ground Knockout Diancie. I want to see. I kind of want to see. Volcarona, Offensive Quiver Dance, Choice Specs. Can empower ground. I'm just curious because Mega DNC doesn't have the best defenses and it has low HP. That's not enough to convince me. So we'll lead off with Empoleon. I'm expecting to lead off with DNC. He actually ends up leading off with Superior, so it's not the worst lead matchup for me. I could always just go right out into my Volcarona, and he doesn't have good Volcarona switch-ins. His Volcarona switch-in is his own Volcarona. But we're gonna show him the U-turn right here, so he has to be scared of us. Even if he stays in, I can U-turn out into my Weavile. I expect him to go out to either Diancie or he actually does end up staying in. I don't know if that was the play I would have made, but well, either way, I can go right to this and go right for the Bandit Icicle Crash, and I'll wait for his switch-ins right here. He also doesn't know I was Bandit. I also could have went for knockoff, but Icicle Crash is able to knock out Superior. Volcarona is going to come out, and I'm going to go right out into my Diancie right here on the Quiver Dance. Now, as long as I stay in this form, he can't kill me, and I can knock him out with the Diamond Storm. So I'm going to stay in this form and go right for the Diamond Storm right here. I think he's just setting up and going. I expect it to be SD Bisharp and maybe even SD Gliscor at that. Like I said, Giga Drain does not knock me out as long as I stay in regular form, and I am going to be able to knock him out with the Diamond Storm right there. So Volcarona's gone, but Bisharp is looking more and more like a threat. We have to Mega Evolve and go right for the Earth Power. I'm not going to risk not attacking him, especially because he keeps setting up. So we are actually able to bring it down to its Focus Sash. Beautiful. And at this point, I don't see a reason to save this, so I'm just going to go right for Moonblast. I can pick this thing off with a nice shard, and I can get up rocks later if I want to. Like I said, I don't see a reason to save this. This guy is just set up and go. I'm assuming he's like Rock Polish Diancie or Combine Diancie at that. And when Diancie does come out, I'm going hard into Empoleon and just clicking Scald, 100%. I'm assuming I'm about to see a Rock Polish or a Combine, like I said. So Weavile also wins late game if this doesn't boost enough. There's the Moonblast. That does a decent amount, not gonna lie, but Earth Power should not be able to pick me off. And I will be able to go right for the Scald. I'm also now in Torrent, so this will be able to knock out Diancie clean, and we can just go right for knockoff with Weavile whenever we want to. As Starmie is gonna come out, and I could just sack this to be able to go out into my Weavile after. He doesn't even beat me 1v1 with Scald, and I'm firing off like Torrent boosted Scalds right here. So at the same time, if he wants to recover, that's fine. I'm not sure why he threw off a Psychic there, because Scald would do the job anyway with 2 hits, and Psychic also potentially gave me an opportunity to go out to Weavile, but I'm not saving this mon, obviously. But what I can do now is go right to my Weavile, click knockoff, and basically, had he went out to Gliscor after, I knocked that thing off, then Latios just clicked Surf. He had no way to win that game. So that guy decided to set up, like, every single turn, and I'm glad that I caught on to that. Had he knocked me out, had he knocked out my Diancie with the Giga Drain, if I Mega Evolved, I think I might have been in a really bad position, depending on if my Landorus could take a hit or not. And I obviously don't have Roar on this Empoleon. I'm Defog, Ice Beam, Scald, Stealth Rock, so definitely would have been a problem had he, had I Mega Evolved, but that's why I stayed in regular form. Also, if he was Life Orb. Yeah, if he was Life Orb, I probably just straight up died. Seeing as how regular form did pretty much the percentage of HP ground that I was calculating earlier. We got another Volcarona. Wow. I'm surprised. And we have a Mega Scizor. Wow, this is gonna be a Breloom. This is gonna be a very tough matchup. I'm gonna lead off with Landers because I can U-turn out immediately into thank you, shout out to Khalil. I can U-turn out if you guys want to use it, by the way. You guys can, there's a link down below, but what I was thinking was if you let off with Sash Breloom, I U-turn out immediately into my Latios, but I'll be able to go out to Empoleon here. I'm assuming he's gonna U-turn on his own. Yep. When you use Pokemon like Volcarona and things like this, you definitely U-turn around. This might actually just be support, to be honest, but I will try my best to get up my Stealth Rock, because if it is support Scizor, he's going to be defogging them away anyway. And what I should be able to do is go right out to Latios and on the Spore and just Sleep Talk. Yeah, because he could go Scizor or Tyranitar here. I kind of want to stay in and go for Sleep Talk if you just try and stay in with his Breloom, but I'm thinking these would be the better plays. But I'm going to go for Sleep Talk, yeah. I don't want him to stay in as he does, and I'm able to get the Psyshock, knock out Breloom. Yes, I am going to be trapped by Tyranitar, but it depends what Tyranitar ends up doing. Because if Tyranitar decides to go for Pursuit, I have the opportunity to Sleep Talk again and get like Psyshock or Draco Meteor or Surf. And that's what I'm going to go for. Not bad. We got the Surf too. Beautiful. And that is definitely Bandit Tyranitar. So what I can do is go right onto my Empoleon, eat up the hits, and go for Stealth. Look how much that Pursuit did. It did 98%. I definitely stayed in too. So that is definitely Bandit Tyranitar. And getting up these rocks will help so much versus Volcarona. Seismitoad ends up coming out. That's another problem for me to deal with. I need to keep my Volcarona alive. And Weavile helps late game too. Actually, Weavile doesn't do as much as I want it to. I'm going to go to my Weavile right here on his Stealth Rock or Earthquake. And what I will do is proceed to go right for a Banded knockoff. Scizor should be my opponent's play, but he doesn't necessarily have to go to Scizor. The main reason I'm keeping my Volcarona alive is because this Scizor is around. This Scizor is such a threat to me. And as long as I keep my Volcarona around, it doesn't beat me. So I'm expecting the Roost here, which is why I'm going to go out to my Bandorus. That knockoff did absolutely nothing, but if he does go for U-turn, I get to fire off a Banded Earthquake. So we should be able to fire out this Banded Earthquake right here. Kind of hoping, yeah, nice. It's easy to a KO, or close to an easy to a KO. We'll do our best to 2 a KO, right? Let's get a roll right here. It's definitely not doing it over half, though. But we'll see. I don't see another play for me to make, because if I go Empoleon, he's just going to U-turn out anyway and get all the way back up to full with his Roost. So what I'd rather do is just keep firing off Earthquakes and keeping him low enough to the point where my Diancie can potentially win the game. He decides to BP right there, which is great, because I'm able to keep him low as hell with that attack. And what I can do is actually sack Volcarona. If he Roost, I do live the hit. If he Bullet Punches, he also has the potential to get burnt by the burn body, and I can go right for Bug Buzz right here if he does knock me out, and then just Ice Shard. Nice, and we're able to get the double down with the burn body right there. Beautiful. So what I can do here is go right out to my Diancie. Main reason I'm going out to Diancie is because I expect Weavile to want to come out, or Volcarona. That works perfectly for me. And again, same play as before. I'm not going to Mega Evolve. I'm going to go right for the Diamond Storm. I can also give it the opportunity to Quiver Dance up. Looks like my own Weavile might be winning this game. Goes right for that Giga Drain. Had I Mega Evolved, I more than likely would have been close to dying there. But able to knock out his Volcarona with the Diamond Storm. And also because I got the defense boost and I haven't Mega Evolved, Weavile might not be able to knock me out with Ice Crash at that range. So I'm going to go right for Moonblast in regular form as well. Weavile might not be able to knock me out with Ice Crash unless it's like banded. So I'm not sure what attack he's going to go for here. I can't let him potentially SD anyway. He goes for Knockoff, which was definitely not the play at all, because I'm able to knock him out with Moonblast, and now Diancie gets to fire off an attack versus Seismitoad as well, and that just means I win with Bandorus. So that was definitely not the play to go for. I think he thought I was regular Diancie, but I had no Mega. But what I can do now is just Mega Evolve and Protect, and what that allows me to do is gain the special attack, as well as outspeeding Seismitoad 100%, but gaining the special attack to hit him with a Moonblast, and then knock him out with my Bandorus. Yeah, so let's see how much this Moonblast does. It's 395 special attack. I'm definitely not max attack invested. This thing is, I think, mixed on the offensive. Clail, I'm looking at his EV spreads. He definitely knew what he was doing. I actually changed one EV spread, which was the... I changed one EV spread, which was the... I changed the... what's it called? I changed the Empoleon EV spread. I'm actually going to go Weavile here, because I know that he's Banded Tyranitar, but I'm also not 100% confident that Seismitoad dies to Earthquake. I don't know. I feel like it's not 100%. So, especially because that Banded knockoff. Never mind. Actually, if Banded knockoff did that much, there's no way that Banded Earthquake wouldn't have killed. So, what I can do is go right for the knockoff. And even if he's randomly Dragon Dance Tyranitar, well, he's definitely not. He has Pursuit. I ran Dragon Dance Pursuit Tyranitar once. But yeah, Weavile cleaned up the game, or Banders cleans up the game. So, able to get that kill right there. Why do we see 2 Volcaronas in a row, though? I never see Volcarona. This is what I like to see. Chansey, Skarmory, Altaria, and Bisharp. Pokemon this team is very, very weak to. Don't like my opponent's team. It's scary. I want to lead off with Volcarona, though. The real sniff? What? Okay. I want to lead off with Volcarona because I can U-turn out of there versus anything that scares me. And potentially Skarmory is a good lead for my opponent just because it beats Diancie. I guess Chansey is also a great lead because it kind of beats this team. But if I can get rid of the Skarmory somehow, then my Bandorus can click Earthquake once Altaria Mega Evolves. Honestly, I think this is going to be a tough game to win. How do I win this? I think Bandorus is my way, or maybe even Specs Lottie. I got to get rid of the... See, Chansey's going to be hard for Specs Lottie too. Oh, you turn it out of there into a Empoleon. I'm sorry, it just makes me laugh when I see it. When I see a Volcarona U-turning. So, get up our rocks right here on the Keldeo switching. You know, attempt to get up our rocks right here on the Keldeo switching. And, man, rocks would have been so nice there. He's definitely going for Secret Sword here, too. I really want rocks, though. I think he's going to double in the Bisharp or Scald as he goes for the Specs Hydro Pump. As we are not able to get up our rocks yet again. Beautiful. Come on, friend. Get them up. Get these up. So he does switch out into Bisharp. As, again, I am not able to get up rocks. I'll just Scald here because I do live a knockoff. As, I better get a burn right here. Nope. Nah, that'd be too easy. So no rocks in any of the turns of Thunder Wave, but that's why it is the yellow color. I don't think my Volcarona does anything, and I honestly want to burn him with the burn body, so I'm going to allow him to knock me off because this will eventually burn. If he sucker punches right here, he will be burnt. I'm sacking 2 mons because I want him to be burnt. Come on. Sucker punch me, bro. You know you want to. Where's my burn body? How much is that? I'm 106. I can always come in on Volk. That's good. See, I needed Volcarona to beat through Skarmory, but it wasn't beating through Keldeo, Altaria, and Chansey. I think Weavile and just clicking Knock is maybe one of my plays. I don't think Banded Knockoff knocks out Bisharp, though. I really wish I got up Rocks or even a burn on this Bisharp earlier. Rocks would have just been so good. Yeah, we're just going to go out to Diancie and Mega Evolve. Diancie puts in work versus him. No, I'm not streaming. Diancie puts in work versus him. I'm not streaming. Am I streaming? No, I'm not streaming. Okay. Sorry. I thought I was streaming. Something that I do happen to stream by accident. But I think I just gotta hope that this Diamond Storm crits and does enough to this Chansey. Because I definitely need a crit. So he should softballed up right here. So I'm gonna go out to my Empoleon and attempt to get up rocks. I do live one side. If I get paralyzed, I'm clicking X. If I get paralyzed right here, I am clicking X. We're finally able to get up rocks as I get paralyzed on a Scald, man. I'm trying to put him in range of knockoff. Let me get off my attack, please. Please. I'm trying to do something here. Let me try. We're going to go right for Banded Knockoff. He should go out into... Maybe I should just start going for the Ice Crashes, but he has a slow burn on the back. I have to go for Knockoff. Yeah, so Keldeo is going to come in. And there's absolutely nothing I can do about that. I'm assuming he's going to go for Icy Wind too. I'm going to double Knockoff just in case he does go for Icy Wind. I don't want to go directly into my Latios as he goes right for Secret Sword. And now what I could do is go right out into my Latios and just click... Yeah, I lost this game, but I can click Surf at least and get rid of the Keldeo. It also knocks out Bisharp if he wants to go out to that. I don't know. Yeah, I figured he'd go Berry Sharp. So I'm going to take my kill, and I am going to leave. So I got my kill right there, and we left. So that was definitely... Thunder Wave is the best move in the game. I don't care what anybody says. Is this my old team? Is this Enter Mega Sharpedo? It looks like a variant of it. Like a variation of it. I really like Banners as a lead because it beats pretty much everything. I can U-turn out of there versus Celebi. I live any hit unless he has like HP Ice with Life Orb. I feel like I spoke that to life, but I can U-turn out of there, get rid of the Celebi. Oh, thank you, friend. Appreciate that. Thunder Wave is easily the best move in the game, guys. Don't ever think otherwise. We're able to get rid of that thing immediately, which is absolutely amazing. And, wow, I am very weak to Sharpedo. Sharpedo's such a good mon, too. I gotta keep Empoleon healthy. And that's gonna be hard because that's my initial switch into this. Thankfully, I have a Pursuit Trapper. Huh. I think the Yancy's the best bet. I want to get off my Mega. Yeah, I potentially let Sharpedo in. Honestly, though, if Sharpedo comes in, I think I'm just going to Moonblast in regular form. I think Lander should come in, or maybe Heatran, but I'm going to Moonblast in regular form if Sharpedo comes in, because I should be able to live one Waterfall prior to Mega Evolution. So I'm just going to Moonblast right here. I expect him to Waterfall. I do live this, and let's see if I break through. Nice. So we're able to get rid of the biggest threat to my team. Thank you, Dayancy, for being somewhat bulky in your regular... Actually, you're very bulky in your regular form. But Latios is going to come out. Or Latios, excuse me. Sorry about that. And what I can do is just Mega Evolve and Protect. I still do have Empoleon as well as Landers in the back to deal with the... to deal with him. And what I can do is actually sack... I mean, I might as well Moonblast and risk the Speed Tie right here. As he goes Landers, I think he expected me to go out to Empoleon right there. And I could just Protect, because if he wants to Earthquake, I live the hit. And I'm keeping... I would have sacked Volcarona there, definitely. But the thing is, I'm looking at it, Volcarona... Oh, good game. Oh, he just leaves. Volcarona could have... Volcarona could HP ground the Heatran, and that's not something I wanted to give up. You know, if Volcarona does have the opportunity to get a kill, I'm going to let it get a kill. You know? So, he ends up leaving... And let's look for another one. Definitely, yeah, definitely. Like, I think he had the potential to be very, very scary, especially if that was like Nasty Plot or Swords Dance, excuse me, past Celebi, which I'm pretty sure it was. But he didn't expect Bandorus. He probably tried to baton pass out with his Celebi actually, but he definitely didn't expect Bandorus. And Bandorus just 100% knocked that thing out with U-turn. And then, I mean, Scarf is really close to knocking it out as well. And Sharpedo could have definitely been a threat. Had it flinched me, I would have been in such a bad situation. I really like my opponent's team. I love Arcanine, really fun mon. I think it's a poor man's Infernape, but it's also very cool because of the Intimidate. And Mew can do absolutely everything, so that's always fun to deal with. I think Jirachi would be my opponent's lead because it matches up well versus the Diancie, but he ends up leading off with Landers. See, I really want to Ice Beam right here, but I'm pretty sure he's just going to Earthquake or U-turn. I really want to Ice Beam, though, just in case he gets up rocks. But this doesn't have to be his rocker. I'm going to Landers. I'm not going to risk this. Yeah, there's a U-turn. And I think he's Scarf or offensive. I mean, obviously he crit me, but I think he's Scarf or offensive. I definitely think he is Scarf or offensive Landers. And that's okay because Ice Shard does pick that thing off. And also the fact that I'm Bandorus is very bad for my opponent. The Conkeldurr comes out, though. The monster. Oh, man. Yeah, Volcarona doesn't do enough for me to warrant. Like, it kills these two, but then it's weak to everything else. So, I'll go out to Volcarona. I'm expecting to be Ice Punch or Knockoff, as he goes right for Drain Punch. And what I will do is allow Arcanine to come in on a potential Fire Blast. So, I'll go right for my Specs Fire Blast. If Arcanine comes in and it has Flash Fire, fine. I expect it to have Intimidate, though, just because he's kind of weak to Scizor. And it also helps with Weavile. And we're able to knock out the Conkeldurr with Specs Fire Blast. Let's go. Arcanine comes out. And now I can actually say this if I wanted to, but at the same time I don't have a switch in necessarily. He could randomly have Iron Head. I'm just going to Fire Blast again. No, that would have done damage. As he fires off his own. Oh man, that would have done like half to him too, because he was, he's Life Orb. And what I could do now is just Mega Evolve my DNC and Protect. I could also Earth Power right here. I doubt he knocks me out with anything unless he has Iron Head. I doubt you have Iron Head. Just Mega Evolve and Earth Power. Hits Jirachi upon switching. Very weak to Weavile. Now that Conkeldurr is gone, potentially Mach Punch. I'm assuming he might have been Bandit Conkeldurr. I don't know. That did a lot to my Volcarona. If he has Iron Head, I'll be sad. But you know what? If he has Iron Head, well played. Well played. Though at the same time, had I hit him with the Fire Blast there, I could have went right for the knockoff with Weavile and knocked him out. But now I don't think it knocks him out. Arcanite's so bulky. It's just so bulky. So we're going to Earth Power right here. If he does go Jirachi, great. I can Protect on it depending on what set it is. I could also Diamond Storm here too, because it also hits Landorus upon switching. But I'm going to Protect versus Landorus anyway. What I'm trying to do is just set up for Banded Weavile to get a kill. I mean, Life Orb Weavile also did the exact same thing versus my opponent's team, so I don't know. Do you have Iron Head? I feel like you have Iron Head. Is it better play just to Mega Evolve and Protect? Oh, he Will-O-Wisp. That was not the play to make. And why did I get disconnected on the Will-O-Wisp? Yeah, I have Magic Bounce, so he Will-O-Wisp right there, and we are able to almost knock him out as... wow, I DC'd a while back. Holy crap. 40 seconds left. But we can knock him out with the Moonblast there. And Arcanine is gone, which means his Intimidate fodder is gone. He still does have Keldeo, which deals with me. Let me turn off the timer. Showdown keeps DCing. I don't know what's going on. Every single day, Showdown keeps doing it. It's the Russians, man. They're DDoSing us. Shout out to all my Russian viewers. Hopefully you're not DDoSing me. I appreciate that. And if you are, that's not nice, man. What am I supposed to do? Help me. I'm just trying to play Pokemon, you know? Trying to upload. I can't believe I disconnected like that long ago though. I didn't see anything. Timer was still going down too. That's alright though. At least we got 22 minutes without that happening. There was one recording that I was doing, guys. Every 3 minutes. Every 3 minutes I kept disconnecting. Literally every 3 minutes. So we're gonna click Protect here. I'm assuming that this thing is banded of sorts. And what I can do is go right to Landorus. As he goes out to Keldeo, I was thinking about going out to Latios, but the thing is, he also could have made the Mew play there. And Latios is so obvious. I'm going to go Empoleon and get up my rocks. There's no way he's Secret Swords here. That man is Calm Mind, and I am not staying in. He Calm Mind in the face of potentially Latios coming out. That's crazy. Are you Pyapa Berry? Calm Mind Pyapa Berry. If he Icy Winds here, great play on my opponent's part, but it doesn't knock me out unless he's like Life Orb 2 with Calm Mind. It could be. But at the same time, Diancie outspeeds anyway, so I'm not as worried about that. And then Weavile is still going to be doing its late game stuff. So Secret Sword is going to be coming out. That does absolutely nothing. And what I can do is go right for the Psy Shock and pick him off. I'm not going to predict Jirachi to want to come out, especially because he Calm Minded up. I think he forgot that Psy Shock hits on the physical side. I'm not sure, but able to get rid of that thing. I can go right out to Empoleon, and now we can just start throwing off Scalds. I can also defog. But I think there's no reason not to throw off Scalds. Oh, the yellow color. Not again. Not again. And we get the burn immediately. Lovely. Lovely. I'm going to throw off a Scald again. I could also just Ice Beam here if I want to. I think I'm going to Ice Beam just in case he goes out into... What if he's Nasty Plot Vacuum Wave Mew? I hate saying things that will beat me because they come to... I'm going to defog here. Hey, get rid of your stuff. Stop it. Stop. No. Bad Jirachi. Hell no. You're not going to get up your screens in front of me. I will Scald again. Because what it does do is... Okay, wait, no. I need to get off this defog right here. I might have just screwed myself over. Get off this defog, buddy. Right now. Oh, he didn't decide to go for screens. So we're able to get rid of it. And he's going to go down to burn. Lovely. And what I can do... Then what I can do is if he goes out to Mew, I go hard into the Latios. Nice. So Stealth Rock, it was probably dual screen like Clay, and maybe Healing Wish's last move or U-turn. No, it chilled Thunder Wave. So it probably didn't have any attacks to beat me. It might have just been dual screen Stealth Rock Thunder Wave, but that was like Bandit Conkeldurr and Life Orb Arcanine and Calm Mind. Okay, it makes sense Calm Mind Keldeo, but the rest, I don't know. I have no idea what type of Mew he is either. But all I know is if I go out to Latios and I drop a Specs Draco, something is either dropping, aka Landorus, or Mew's taking a lot to the point where it cannot take any hit from Weavile, even if it's like Cobra Berry Mew. It might actually very well be Cobra Berry Mew. I do not know. But even if it's some sort of SD pass Mew to Landorus, it doesn't matter because I have Banded Ice Shard in the back, and I will not lose to a Landorus. I swear I won't when I have this many Pokemon left. Did he DC? Did I DC? Turning off the timer. I'm gonna give him a little bit of time. Because, yeah, I'll give him a little bit of time there because I don't want him to potentially lose the same way I did. There's the SD Mew. Wait, that means the Sucker Punch is coming out. Whatever, we'll drop a Draco anyway. As I'm able to O-code. Oh my god, Specs Latios, I love you. I O-code Mew. Anybody see me O-code Mew? It died in one hit. Specs Latios, you're my friend. You are my friend. How? Is that a roll? I mean, even if it's a roll, I don't care. I got it. Nice. But, what? That's Mew. That's Mew. Okay, he definitely didn't have anything. That's a 56% chance to... Oh, good lord. Calm down. I knew it was SD Pass Mew to Landorus though when I saw dual screens. And then he can't beat me because that is Choice Scarf Landorus. I'm pretty positive. And all I gotta do is Draco into Ice Shard and I win the game anyways. So surprised he didn't Sucker Punch if he had that. But maybe he didn't expect... Maybe he tried to pass and maybe he was Rock Polish, Earth Play. Either way, it didn't make a difference because Weavile in the end... even if he was Yachi Berry, like... I had my own Landorus to get off Intimidates. I can knock him off. And from there potentially win. So let us look for another game. Nice 26-minute in. Hopefully Diggersby. Diggersby's like the one standard thing on my opponent's team. You would usually see like a Excadrill here with the Tyranitar. So I'm assuming he might be Mega Tyranitar. That's very scary. Yo, hello. What's up? My Italian friend. That's good, buddy. Fun. Let's see. He would lead off with something that beats Diancie, correct? So Ferrothorn. Either way, I lead off with Diancie. Yeah, as expected, Ferrothorn is coming out. So what I will do is just go right for the Mega Evolution and Protect. No reason not. So it gives me the speed over Keldeo, and it also prevents rocks later on. Then again, all my opponent's rockers, Clefable, Ferrothorn, Landorus, and Tyranitar, all have potential to beat me. So, I'll go route to Volcarona anyway because I could defog versus this guy as he goes for Leech Seed. And what we will do is Fire for Fire Blast regardless. I don't want him to Protect. I'd rather get off massive damage on Keldeo. As Landorus, please hit. This is Specs. We're able to hit this Specs Fire Blast and O-code Land. Now that's unfortunate, but if it was Scarf, it died to Specs Fire Blast, and if it was defensive, it was slower. So Specs Fire Blast did a lot to Landorus regardless right there, and we were able to knock it out. Beautiful. Tyranitar comes out as it should. I'm going to go for out to Diancie because even if he wants to Bandage Stone Edge, like Bandage Stone Edge is like probably his best play right here. I don't want him to be Mega though. Diancie has to be my play. There's the Mega Dragon Dance. What attack is he going for here? I don't know what to do versus this thing. Not the Moonblast. Yeah, I couldn't go hard. That's how I knew I couldn't go hard into Landorus. But I can go out to Landorus now. And, I'm actually going to double out to Empoleon. I didn't expect him to go Ferrothorn there, but I didn't want to tank an Ice Punch, you know, if that was going to happen. So, I should be able to go my Stealth Rock here. As he goes for Leech Seed again. So, Stealth Rock are now up, and Tyranitar is more or less checked, I guess. As he's able to get up a Spike. And Volcarona is back in. My friend is back in. And what we can do is just fire off a Fire Blast one more time. No. As he is able to Thunder Wave me. And I don't think he has Ice Punch on his Tyranitar. So it goes up to Keldeo as we are able to land a nice Fire Blast on that. Doing enough to the point where Weavile knocks him out. Beautiful. And the fact that he is not Pursuit Char, that he is the Scalding Keldeo is completely fine by me. I actually want to double out into my Volcarona, expecting Ferrothorn to want to come in. Nice. So we're able to get in Volcarona. Beautiful. And I don't know if he'd sack his Tar right here, but I'm going to go right for Specs Bug Buzz. Because it 2KOs everything outside of Clefable, and Keldeo will die after Stealth Rock. So, if he goes out into Tyranitar, beautiful, it will die. Lovely. And the fact that Keldeo is so low as well, that man is in range. That's what I like to call in range. I don't care if he goes for Leech. This is Specs Bug Buzz. Go to Tyranitar actually and let me kill that. That thing is a monster. Clefable is also a play my opponent can make. He does go Diggersby. This should kill if I am able to break through. No. Let's see. How do I beat Latios? This is going to be tough to beat Lati. Yeah, I got to sack this to the return or frustration as he is able to knock me out. He does get burnt, however. I don't think that matters per se. Like, I mean, like if I didn't get full parrot, I killed him. And Landers definitely died of Fire Blast, or it was 2-hit KO'd. So if it was Scarf again, it would knocked out. If it was defensive, it 2-hit KO'd it. So we'll be able to go right out to my Landers and just click Earthquake. Diggersby will die to the Banded Earthquake. Ferrothorn is going to come out, and I kind of have to Earthquake this thing too. That does so much damage. And I don't think he has Protect, because that means he has no recovery moves. So Bandorus is putting in the finest of work, people. As what I can do is, I think risk Empoleon here. On the Hidden Power. Nice. And all I gotta do is throw off some Scalds. I'm assuming he's choice in some sort of way. So I throw off Scalds. If Clefable comes out, all I gotta do is keep him low enough to the point where Bandorus knocks him out. So I'm not too worried about this thing. I'm gonna keep throwing off Scalds as well. As he Calm Minds up. Huh. I don't want to lose the Secret Sword spam. I can't lose the Secret Sword spam. Yeah, okay, so we go Latios here, and we spam Psyshock. I spam Psyshock till he knocks me out right now with the Moonblast. Lovely. And I go right out into my Bandorus and click Earthquake. I'm pretty sure he's choice Keldeo. We click Earthquake. Something dies. Clefable dies. Keldeo can definitely come out if it wants to, but it's weakening itself. I think he has to go for Secret Sword here. So I'm going to sack my... I'm pretty sure he's Scarf. I'm going to sack my Weavile on the Scald. He burns me, unfortunately. However, because I am pretty sure he's Scarf, yep. What I can do is go right out into my Empoleon and click the Scald button. Tyranitar wants to come out. We are able to click the Scald button on that Tyranitar. We are also able to get the burn. Nice. And all I got to do is sack this. Click Scald again. And Keldeo cannot beat me with Sand. If it has to click Scald. It can't click Secret Sword. If it clicks Secret Sword, then Landers wins. So Keldeo can't beat me. Hydro Pump would definitely not be able to take me out. And Scald should be able to take it out with the Sand damage. And that will be good game. Yeah, Bandorus. GG. And Specs Volk. Yeah, I'm sure he noticed. Good game. Anyway, thank you everybody for watching. I hope you guys all enjoyed. This was definitely a fun live when the Mons put in the work there. Bandorus put in the finest of work. Specs Volcarona too. I do want to know the calc versus that Landers. I'm assuming he was Stealth Rock Landers, so he was more than likely defensive, but he wasn't. Basically, if Landers came in and it did manage to live that hit, it wasn't living anything else. It wasn't living anything else at all. Landorus, let's see. Oh, you defensive. Fire Blast actually kills after rocks most of the time. Wow. Fire Blast does 86 to 102% to defensive Landers. And if he went to Landers, let's say it did somehow live, right? Then he would go out to Keldeo, and basically, once I get up rocks, Landers died. And I could always defog away his hazards, so I don't know. I don't think he had the, I don't think he could have won at that point. Or at least, I don't think Landorus was surviving. Not that he couldn't win, no. I didn't mean that. I meant that I don't think that Landorus would have survived at all. Like, I don't think it would have had the opportunity to do anything. I would have never let that thing come in. But in any case, hope you guys all enjoyed. Feel free to leave a like, of course. And yeah, thank you, Claire, for the team. If you guys want to use the team alongside me, the link to it will be down below in the description. And I'll see you guys later. Also, oh, by the way, I made a team, or excuse me, no. A few things. One, the Drop a Draco shirts are back. And hoodies, you guys keep bringing them back, so I'll actually leave that in the description if you guys want to go ahead and check that out. And also, I made a video on my Sun and Moon team, since a lot of you guys have been asking what I saw based on the league, so I'll leave that below as well. So if you guys want to check that out, feel free to. And yeah, later guys.